People come, yeah, people go. I just sit back and collect gold.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome. Been forever, but we're back here with some brand new Madden 20. Got that Patty Mahomes cover, but so we're gonna. This video is just gonna be real simple, very short video, just explaining what we're gonna get into this year. Apologize about the fall off last Madden franchise with the Crusaders and the Armadillos. Just trying to get us back to where we're going, get us a fun season, get you guys back involved, and make this something that you guys can really enjoy again. Get the channel back going as well. So we are going to create a new franchise, a few rules that we will implement on ourselves to try to make it a little more challenging. Nothing too crazy like last time. Like last time we could only sign one player a year that was a 63 or below, but hopefully this adds a little more fun. We'll play with players that we normally don't get game time. But just to start, we'll kick it off. We are going to be using the real life rosters, like always, and we are going to be using draft classes of actual real players. Whenever we get to that point, we'll give them a shout out and everything. But we are going to be using our team this year will be the Tennessee Titans again. Just because if it comes to the point where we're going to move them, like I don't think there are any Tennessee Titan fans on the planet other than Mike Vrabel. We're going to start out as an owner because I think we will end up relocating. We're not going to go back to Austin, obviously. Bring back old Bobby Zero to run this team. Definitely for the next video, I definitely need to turn that down. The league settings, we are going to be playing on All Pro, simulation, the league type, trade deadlines. All this will be on. Coaching firings. Let's go off. Trades, superstar abilities, relocations. Everyone can relocate. Injuries will stay on. We're going to do 9 minutes, quarters. And then we are going to control everything. Tutorials off. Fill roster off. But that's going to be our season, our start off going. So I'm just rambling on right now. But the rules we are going to keep is we're going to pick 7 random current players on this team. Not random. I mean, I'm going to go through and pick them. I tried to do random, but I couldn't figure out how to get like the app I was using to randomly generate numbers to populate. But what we're going to do is we're going to take 7 players. Only one can be between 80 and 85, one between 79 and 75. 2 players between a 74 and a 69, and then 3 players 68 and below. So that's kind of the gist of it. And then 3 of them have to be offense, 3 of them have to be defense, and then one essentially a wild card. So but they don't have it. They're not a bad team at all. Kind of all the good players are kind of up here in the higher echelons. But let's go ahead and jump onto their roster, and let's pick our 7 players. We're gonna pick our 7 players this video, and then we're also going to maybe do a little bit of the actual signing of new players, filling our roster to 53. So roster, and next video I'll change that sound. We are gonna trade some of them to kind of build draft capital as well. So we are gonna definitely trade Mariota away. we'll be trading Mariota away. We're not going to keep any quarterback. So if you look through the roster, I mean, just by the rules that we played, like, we could bring in Cameron Wake, Deion Lewis, on Dory Jackson, uh, Derrick Henry. That's a viable option. Logan Ryan, Corey Davis, uh, quite a few. We could, Mariota, if we wanted to see if we could run with him. But we are going to try to keep the team, young, and then everything like that, so forth. All right, so the 7 players that we're going to keep, we'll do them in reverse order. That way, go from the lowest to the highest. The first one is going to be Hooker, the strong safety from Iowa, rookie. He's got a normal depth trait, but I feel like, giving him some support, some playing time, I think he's gonna be able to develop. He's got pretty nice stats across the board. Pretty garbage speed, to be honest with you. His zone coverage is not good right now, but hopefully that's what we can increase, because we're gonna be running a lot of cover 2, a lot of nickel and so forth. So he will be our first player that we're gonna keep. The next is kind of a shit situation. Well, not the next one, but the next player we're going to keep is going to be Rashard Evans from Alabama. He's the only one that has this. He's the only. I believe he's the only star development, but he's going to anchor our 179 to 75 slot. But the speed's there. It's not elite, but it'll get the job done. Play reg, zone coverage is it's not there. He's more of our run-stopping middle linebacker. The next 2 are really kind of terrible situations, but DeAndre Walker, we can't trade him, we can't release him because he's hurt. So luckily he is a 69, so he is gonna, or 68, so he is gonna take one of those slots for us. But he's a speed rushing guy. So we'll see what the best fit for us. So he's gonna take one of them. The next one is another situation where there's nothing we can do about it. We can't release him, can't trade him, and he does actually hurt us in the long run because he takes one of our higher rated positions. Jeffrey Simmons, the rookie out of Mississippi State, complete ACL tear, 28 weeks. He's got a hidden depth, so hopefully he's got that star, maybe superstar development. And then our next position is going to be Nate Davis, the rookie out of Charlotte, 65 overall, but honestly, he's the only offensive lineman we can keep. The next closest option, I mean, our one position is taken with Rashard Evans for right tackle, for center as well, guard, and then we're not keeping any of them, so spoiler alert. So it's going to be Nate Davis. Hopefully, he can anchor our offensive line. Hopefully he develops, because he's got a normal trait, so not really starting off too good. The next player is going to be the rookie out of Ole Miss. Super excited to use him. Wish he had a better trait, but he's just got normal. His stats are, he's a physical receiver. Like, the speed may not be there, but catching traffic 82, catching 83. I mean, he's gonna jump for some balls, I'll tell you that. And then our top player, the best player on this team, just because he's just so fun to play with, is gonna be Derrick Henry. Like, he's got the star development, so we got that going for us. But carrying, 97. So hopefully I don't know if you guys have experienced the fumble cheese, but you are gonna fumble the ball every single turn. But he does have 87 trucking. He's a power back. I mean, I don't think that's ever been hidden from anyone. Stiff arm, like, it's all there for us. So we're gonna be a run first team for at least this first year. So those are the players we're keeping. we're gonna have to find us a new quarterback. We're gonna have to find more wide receivers, a tight end. We're gonna have to find all offensive line. Defense is pretty much fresh because we only got 2 players on there that are actually gonna be able to play this year. But looking at our draft picks for next year, they're kind of bad. I mean, we got a first, a second, a third. We don't have a fourth. We got a fifth. So we're gonna trade some players and try to get at least one more first round, if not 2. And then we're gonna get this 4th round pick back from someone. We're just gonna trade some of these players to build for the future. We're not gonna trade them all for first round picks, but all right. So the first trade that we're gonna do, we're gonna send Marcus Mariota, Jones, and Landry to the Colts. They did lose Andrew Luck, so they need a quarterback. But we're gonna get their first round pick, one of their second round picks, and then a third for next year. And we're doing 5 trades. So the next trade, well, I just clicked off of it, but we got the Dolphins first and second round pick. Dory Jackson, trade away. Oh, he's going to the Bears. But I'm actually going to try to get a player from the Bears. Riley Ridley, maybe? Who do we... They just re-signed Whitehair recently. Kyle Long. Keem Hicks. I wouldn't mind Aaron Lynch sitting there behind Khalil Mack. He'll never see the field. I don't need another middle linebacker. We're gonna get James Franklin. We're gonna bring in Last Chance U Season 1 MVP. What else do they need? They need a wide receiver, so we're gonna send him Corey Davis as well. And then we're just gonna get a pick for next year. Let's just take their third. I'm not trying to like take all the draft picks. We do currently have quite a few. We got 3 first rounds, 2 seconds, a third, 5th, 6th, and 7th. So we are building solid capital for the future. And then our last trade that we're gonna do is gonna be Cardinals want all 3 of them, so that might just be our best option. We're gonna take a second and a third. Let's see if we can do it with just these 2. Yep. So all right. So the next thing we gotta do is we gotta release everyone else. All right. So we went through and released everyone. So here's our current roster as it stands. We got Derrick Henry, Rashad Evans. Make Derrick Henry a captain since he's the only person on this team. So Derrick Henry, Rashard Evans, Jeffrey Simmons, A.J. Brown, Amara Hooker, DeAndre Walker, Cameron Batson, just because I couldn't release him, so he'll just sit on IR for 28 weeks, and then we'll, not much. I can't do anything about it. So Nate Davis, and then the one trade we did for John Franklin III. So we have a total of six active players on our team. Isn't the greatest, I'll tell you that. But first we gotta clear the $60 million of cap penalty that we have. But we are actually. I've decided we are gonna relocate this team. I'm not exactly sure where to yet, but we are definitely relocating, getting out of Nashville. So now we gotta Unfortunately, we gotta go through and fill our roster. We're just gonna sign the bare minimum of players, which. All right, so we just went through. We filled our roster with what I believe is the bare minimum. If not, then the computer will probably sign someone for us. But we're gonna move Robert Kelly over. So just going in and editing some of these positions. So Robert Kelly is gonna be our fullback. That's a gross fullback number. He can wear 33. So Robert Kelly is gonna be our fullback, and then the other one is Kevin Benjamin. He's gonna be our tight end. Make him number 83. He wears. So looking at our team moving forward, our offensive line is just horrendous. There's not any like shining spot. He's actually gonna move to center. Actually, maybe Nate Davis. He's an agile guy. So we're actually gonna move Nate Davis over to be our center. Let's see if that works out better. Might be worse, who knows? Yeah, so it's worse, but not the worst possible scenario. And then we got Brock Osweiler coming in for us at quarterback. Derrick Henry, Chris Warren, AJ Brown, Darbo, Sammy Coates Jr. We signed some old heads to come in and play for us. We got a quarterback over there at wide receiver 2. A tight end. So generate the best lineup. So going into free agency and the draft, obviously our offensive line, our tackles especially, are going to be key points for us. Quarterback on defense, we brought in quite a few secondaries. They're all 59s, but that gives all of them equal playing time. We'll just take the best ones at the end of the year. But this is our team going forward. It's not good. It's not a good team at all. And then our special teams, we brought in a kicker and a punter, just the highest kicking power punter. And then, just a kicker that was the cheapest. So that's going to be our team moving forward. So, the next video we're going to do our preseason games. We're not going to play them, but we are going to simulate them, review the stats. The next big monumental moment is going to be preseason week 4, where everybody does their cuts, and we can actually go in, and instead of cutting players, we're going to fill our 53-man roster. But other than that, we got a relocation in the works. I'm going to play around with our scheme a little bit. That might not be the scheme we stick with, but we'll go over that in the next video. We're going to leave the sliders as they are. We will adjust the XP sliders and the gameplay sliders, but whenever I do that, I'll show you guys what I do, make it more realistic, be able to get realistic stats and so forth. But I think our only saving grace is going to be that we got some young players. Let's hope we can get AJ Brown, a depth trait, get Derrick Henry up. Derrick Henry, I feel like, could easily be an X Factor wrecking ball. Kevin Benjamin would be nice, for him to stay on our team. Oh, that's nice that he went up to an 80 as a tight end. Rashad Evans. We might go back to a 3-4 in all honesty. and then Hooker is the other one. We want James Franklin to develop because the 7 players that we start are going to be on this team for as long as possible. Like, we're going to try to make them the bread and butter. But other than that, that's going to do it for this video, depending on how you look at it with no gameplay in it. But, you know, like always, you know, like, subscribe to the channel. You know, sorry for the super long delay in videos. You know, we got a Call of Duty video went out a couple weeks ago. We'll get those going again. You know, we're also gonna, you know, this go around. I say year, but it's really just like Madden years basically. We are gonna, the new Pokemon games coming out. I will be making some videos about that. And there's some things in the works that we're gonna try to get going. But like always, like, subscribe to the channel. If there's anybody you guys want to see on this team, anybody you don't want to see on our roster that's on there, you know, let us know. I'm gonna go around and adjust people's numbers to numbers that look, you know, decent. But other than that, you know, just keep playing till the end. And this is your friendly neighborhood bear, just hanging in there.